Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. I wanted to talk a little bit about the SPY, the Nasdaq, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, and what happened over the weekend, which is kind of insane because, Bitcoin hit 19K, Ethereum dropped to, Ethereum dropped to 1400, 1436, or lows of like 1420ish. Which I'm not surprised about. We're right on support. Broke Darvis box, retested. As of right now, just looking at how Ethereum and Bitcoin are trading, I could maybe see some sort of recovery to the upside right now. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. I'll probably make a different video for Ethereum and Bitcoin. For now, I do want to focus on SPY and the Nasdaq because that's kind of where we're gonna go. I do think we have, as of right now, we did gap down on futures for the Nasdaq and for what is it called, and for the SPY, right? So a pretty nice gap down that actually got filled. Let me see if we have it. Can we see it on the daily? Where is it? I think I saw a gap. Pretty sure it's supposed to have a gap. Either way, you are trading at 402. SPY more than likely is gonna be at like 400 right now. I mean, we can check pre-market. Yeah, see, SPY's at 401. You're gonna have a really nice gap here between 405 and 401. Can almost guarantee you that you will probably see 400 bucks today, maybe. But there's really only a couple things that can happen. On the hour, it does look like you're actually going to break to the downside. Like it looks like you're going to break 402 and go straight to 390, which is kind of insane. But there are, because of the 3 hour and the 4 hour, we actually just closed a 3 hour bullish. So what I think can happen, right? There's a couple things that can happen. I do think you have a really strong chance at recovering a little bit towards the upside. So I wouldn't short here. I'd wait till you probably see maybe 411, 417, 418, because you do have like that low here that you could retest and then drop, or you have that order block right here that you can retest and drop. But as of right now, I do think that there's only a couple of things that can happen. Either today you open straight down like this, which will be kind of insane, to be honest. You open straight down, you drop to 390, you break this support, and you maybe stay within range here, and then you drop to 390 with no retest up here, right? Or come up here, retest this level of 411, then drop back down to 401, or from here, right, you do the same thing. You run all the way up to this order block of 418 right there, and then you drop to this 401 level, right? So there's really only three scenarios that I see. I think right now I'm just gonna wait for this 3 hour to break trend, because we already closed bullish on the 3 hour, right? So I am expecting one of these two scenarios to play out, either a retest back here to 411 and then come down, or retest to 418 and then drop, right? I will be shorting SPY again, but I'm gonna be shorting it more than likely. I think it's going to come down to shorting it at this trend, right? So you have a small trend here, right there, small trend right here. So you have a small trend here, yeah. There you go. So you have a small trend there. So you do have a small trend right here. Let me see if I can extend this a little bit so you can see, or I'll do the 4 hour. So you actually do have a small trend right here. Right, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I want to get rid of I got to get rid of a bunch of stuff. But you do have a small trend from this high of that 432, or that 430 like 2ish high back on August 16th. So you do have this small little recurring trend here, came down, retested this, and then dropped again. So I do probably see another like retest of possibly like 414, 415, somewhere around this range, somewhere around this trend, right? That's what I do think can happen. More than likely, you can probably see something like that, right? Well, that makes more sense, where you actually come back to 417, maybe wick up to like 418, 419, and then you dump, right? So I think as of right now, I will be more than likely looking for shorts if we pass like 411, 412. I don't think I would short here. I'm already in shorts. I'm not going to add more at the bottom. I do think that there's a really strong chance that we recover to the upside, possibly go back to 417, 418, and then dump again from there, right? Everything looks extremely bearish on the SPX 500. Any chance that we can get to short it, I'm probably gonna take it. You did close a bear week on Friday last week, so as of right now, I am extremely bearish to the downside, right? So again, this is what I think can play out. I think that the more than likely scenario is this one where we actually retest that 418, retest this order block here at 418, and then we drop to the lower side. So you guys can screenshot to use that yourself. Again, also I did want to say that I have been getting a lot of questions on my YouTube channel, on my comment section, what if I'm a signal service, if I get signals in my Patreon. No, I'm not in charge of your money. You're in charge of your money. What I teach on my Patreon is every once in a while, I'll probably post like, oh, I'm taking this trade. This is probably what I'm going to take in the next couple of hours or whatever. And maybe I do stuff like that, right? But I'm not a signal service. Like my Patreon is not dedicated to trading for you guys, right? I don't think that's a good, what is it called? I never thought that's a good practice. I hate signal services. I think that, you don't learn anything. You don't take responsibility for yourself, right? And responsibility for your own money, right? Like if I made a bad play or something and then you guys get all pissed off, like you're like, oh, I lost money because of Tony. No, I'm not that kind of person, right? If I would be open to one day owning like a hedge fund and crap, and then people giving me money and then me just safely trading for them. But I'm not a signal service, right? I don't tell you guys, oh, buy here, sell this, short this, long this, whatever. My mantra is very much, focus on your long term. I think the long term, if you have a long term portfolio first, right, there is an extremely high chance that you'll do not better than 95% of people in the world in the next 10, 20 years, right? My mantra is definitely do a long term first, and then you can start trading and stuff. But no, I am not a signal service. Will never open a signal service. If anybody's pretending to be me, which I have seen before on Instagram, there was actually some guy with like 20,000 followers who was using my name to basically like shill out like stupid crap. So I am not a signal service. I will never do signal service. I'm not in charge of your money. I'm in charge of my money, right? I teach you guys how to trade. I teach you guys everything that I know about trading and how I do certain stuff. That's what I do, right? And then also the Patreon is if you guys, really like my videos and you guys really want to support, then that's what it's for too. And then also we have a really good, chat in crypto and stocks that we got going on where, you get to meet people that are, very like-minded and do extremely well in the market. But yeah, I'm not a signal service. I will still post the Patreon link for those that are interested, but, just go, just know, well knowing that I am not a signal service and I won't, I'll never become one. Don't expect for me to give you guys like signals on the chat or on the Patreon and stuff. With that being said, that's basically the direction that I see the SPX. We can either drop extremely hard from here, run to 411 then drop, or run to 418 to that order block right here, and then drop to the lower side. But either way, you have a nice little trend going on. So I do think that there's a really strong chance that we recover fast, because that is a very high order block, right? And as soon as we start hitting, in the next couple of days, I do not think we'll recover to 418, because if that's the case, then we'll break trend, right? If that's the case, then we're like breaking trend. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. That's what I think is going to happen in the next couple of days. Bye-bye.